Hello, you meatbags. It's me, the Forbidden Thinker. Now, this video in particular is going to be slightly different. I'm talking about the old remnants of the old anti-Mgtows from the past, at least. And particularly the ones that have given up or retired. And to those people that got scared and kind of ran off because of massive amount of dislikes and the amount of massive comments that simply put them off from actually doing anything. To those people in particular, I do have to thank them in particular because those people were kind of the people that actually tried, and to me, I actually really care about that. Actually, in particular, I like the idea that some of those people have the potential to actually come back. Now, I don't want to name individuals, but there are a few people I've noticed that I figured, I'm going to reach out to, and to those particular people should consider joining up in the Federation. Now, here are my reasons of why. The situation has changed in the current climate of YouTube, and from what I noticed, in particularly, from when I started, I started pretty fresh and new, and I started out with just having 1 or 2 likes. Then suddenly, after a long time, I started getting a massive amount of likes, and it's getting to the point where it's going to start challenging the amount of dislikes. And at this rate, I can foresee a possible future of possibly, say, 2.5 years or so before the likes start overwhelming the dislikes, and at that point then everything suddenly changes. So I believe that the current climate is slowly and maturely being more friendly to anti-Mgtows in particular. And the reason why is because I've noticed there's been a steady growth of anti-Mgtows that simply put don't agree with Mgtows. And I've also noticed that increasingly it's harder and harder for Mgtows to start censoring us, because the simple fact that we created our own group means that not only Mgtow has failed, but they've also have gone desperate lengths to try and do all sorts of things to try and stop our growth. And overall, another reason why you should consider joining is largely because the simple fact that we made a community, no longer can Mgtows actually censor us. No longer can Mgtows really do anything of the sorts to scare us off, and or possibly do anything else that deters us from having fun debunking Mgtows. And being a part of the Federation, you can literally get some help, receive help, and also criticisms, and also support to combat the Mgtows in particular. And I know that those people way back when that tried going after Mgtow didn't have exactly any backup or any support. Well, now there is support, and there is some sort of nets that actually helps people out. And it's with this I will say that the old remnants of the anti-Mgtows should consider joining up, largely because of that. We exist now, and like it or not, no matter how much the Mgtows cry and bitch about whatever the case may be, we exist. And we have a group that supports other anti-Mgtows, and ultimately, those people that came in the past, and the ones that did the most amount of fighting in the past, I'd argue should come back, largely because your work was never done in vain, and I will always appreciate that. And I will always appreciate the old people that actually tried their best, that also have tried their due diligent effort to criticize Mgtow, especially at a time when there was no backup until now. And ultimately, it's okay if to those people that don't want to join for a reason, or are just sick about the whole thing, that's totally fine, but this is my video basically saying thank you to all the previous anti-Mgtows before me, basically, that has helped out with the cause of anti-Mgtowism and also spreading the message. The only people I will not accept in my movement are people that advocate for violence and also do other horrendous things, which I'm pretty sure most of you can understand what those horrendous things are. Those are the only things I will not accept anyone, regardless if they're anti-Mgtow or not, to join my movement. And anybody doing those things, I won't hesitate to get rid of them. Why? Because unlike Mgtow, where they're lazy and capable of cleaning house, I'm actually able and willing to clean house when I'm able. And also, to top it all off, again, thank you to the old veterans of anti-Mgtows. And this video is not a message to the Mgtows. You can say whatever you like, but it's not going to faze me. And it's never going to be, this video is not going to be directed to you, Mgtows. It's going to be directed to the people that, in the past, tried to go after Mgtow and stopped. And I appreciate those people that have did their best and efforts. Have a lovely day.